Hi everyone, this is Heather Smith with Storyville Photography, and today I'm going to show you how I achieved this edit. This is the before, and this is where we will end up. So the first thing I did was open my image into Photoshop. I'm going to make a copy of the background layer. I did nothing in Lightroom on this image. I'm going to come up to my filters, select Camera Raw Filter, come into my preset panel, Simplicity number 6, and hit OK. And this is the before and after. It just helped give this kind of murky look to the image that I'm going for. It is Halloween after all. The next thing I'm going to do is zoom in, make a new layer, and I want to get rid of a little bit of her dark circles. So I'm going to have a brush, and I'm going to hit the Option key and sample part of her skin right there. I'm going to decrease the opacity to about 50%. And I'm just going to paint on. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Hold down the Option key, sample, and just paint on the lighter skin tone. So that's the before and after. Did I show you the before and after, the Simplicity 6 on there? That's the before and after. And now I'm going to come over to my Actions panel, and I'm going to select the image base, play. And then I'm going to turn off the color dazzle. We do not need it for this image. I'm going to leave the darken edges, click on the layer mask, select a black brush, 100% opacity, and just make sure it's completely off of her in case any ran over. Okay, and now I'm going to leave the contrast as is, and I'm going to increase the brighten up to 100%. And now, this is the before and after with the image base. I'm going to come to my adjustments, hue and saturation. I'm going to click this little sampler, and I'm going to completely remove the blues from the spider web. All the difference right there, guys. And now coming back over to my Actions panel, I want to find my Ultimate Dodge and Burn. Select it, hit play, continue, open up, and I'm going to start with the environment this time. I am going to come over and I'm going to select the extra dodge, and I want to dodge the whole environment. There we go. And now I'm going to desaturate it as well. And then I want to come over to the dodge and burn combo, and I am going to just paint it over the pumpkin, the spider, and a little bit on these handcuffs, and I'm going to decrease it to about 50%. Okay, and that's the before and after with just the environment. And I actually want to come up to the desaturate. This pumpkin's a little bit too green, and so are the leaves. So I'm going to just increase it till my eye likes it. We might make it up to 100%, and that looks way better to me. That's the before and after. And now I'm going to come down to the dodge and burn skin and hair, and I'm going to select the dodge. It doesn't matter if you do dodge 2 or dodge 1. And I'm just going to run it over. And then I'm going to grab the burn one, and and this is all with the soft white brush, guys, because we have the black layer mask. I'm just going to darken her hair a little bit. Really make her nose stand out. And there. And now I want to come over to the blending mode, and it's off of the screen, but I'm going to go to the very bottom for the luminosity. So it's just affecting the darken. It's not going to change the tone at all. And then I'm going to come on down to my dodge and burn clothing, and all I want to do is grab the extra dodge and brighten some of her dress up a little bit. And we can run over the handcuffs again if we'd like, which I did. Okay, so let me close these all up for you so you can see what a difference this action makes. And it makes my life so easy, guys. Like, dodge and burn, done. Now I want to find my Dreamy Matte Action Pack, and I'm going to come to Basic Matte. I want to add a little matte to this image. And I'm going to turn this down and then just slowly increase it to where my eye likes it. And that looks pretty good to me right there, before and after. Now I'm going to find my Retouch Action, and I'm going to come into Brighten Skin and Eyes, And the only thing I want to do here is lift up her eye color a little bit. So I'm going to select the Brighten Eyes, zoom in with my soft white brush, 100% opacity, and just go over her eye color a little bit. Really make them pop. Before and after. And her skin's looking a little bit too orangey for this image. So what I'm going to do is still in my retouch, skin color correction, hit play, open it up, and I'm going to come down and find my reduce red, 100% opacity, and I'm just going to paint it on all of her skin. It's going to look really grayish, gross at first, which could also work for this image because we're kind of getting the creepy, witchy vibe. And she took her role really serious. I just love this image. And then I'm going to turn it down to 0 and increase it to where I think is good for the image. So here we go. We took a little bit of the orangey red out, and that is where I like it for here. Now I'm going to zoom out. And I'm going to find my Urban Vibes action. Come into here. Hit play. For this, I do not need the base, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to open up my panel here. I'm not going to choose the Urban 4 for this. I want the Urban 2. And I'm going to decrease the opacity quite a bit. I just want a hint of the blue. That's the before and after. And this is looking really good for me. The only other thing I want to do is add some floating particles in the air to really add to the environment. So to do that, I'm going to hit the plus, the new layer, make sure I have a white brush. I'm going to come up into my brush panel, the Sparkle Dust brush number 1. And then you can expand using the right bracket key, or you can decrease the size of your brush using the left. So a little bit bigger down there, and then I'm going to decrease it, a little floating there. And that is it, y'all. Let me group it together. Quick, easy, little Halloween fun for the switch. This is the before and after. Before and after. You can find everything I used here over at www.storyvillephotography.com. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.